All right, so let's go ahead and just get started. So the pick a free bundle starter kit for joining my team ends June 30th. So it's just this month that this is going. So you get your regular kit, and then you get to pick a free bundle, which is a really good deal because you can pick, I think they have the bundles listed on certain pages. So if you want to join my team, I would love to have you. So if anybody is interested in joining my team, you can contact me on my blog, or you can message me here on Facebook. And I'd be happy to answer any questions, or if you need anything, because this is a really good deal. So it's $99. You get $125 worth of free product plus the free bundle. So it's a really good deal right now. And then once again, the June Stampin' Anonymous tutorials. This month is all gift card holders. It's $9.95 if you want to purchase it. You can purchase it on my blog, or you can earn it by placing an order, and I give them free for placing an order. It's 6 demonstrators that all get together and create these. So that's the business stuff. Everybody knows that the new catalog is live and everything, right? So today, I've actually made boxes like this before, but not this size. So here's the box. It's a cookie box, and you know I had to use this. This is one of my very favorite. This and the Pampered Pet. This is nothing better than stamp set, and it's a bundle, but it's so cute. So I made a milk carton box, and I've done this before, but I made a really large one, and this was like quite a long time ago. So I will, when I put this on YouTube, I'll post it in the description or in the video, because the other one was really big. It was really cute too. But this one's a lot smaller. This one is 2.5 inches wide, and then it's 6.25 inches long. Yeah, it's really, really cute. It's really fun to do because I love this whole stamp set. Here's the bundle. But you can make these for chocolates too. You can put chocolate up here and then put the little chocolates on the bottom. But I did it for cookies because I haven't done one like this for cookies before, and I'm always doing chocolate ones. Yeah, it's so it's so cute. I love this one. So it has, I already have some of the dies out. It has the die that has the cookie. It has the cookie die. Sorry for the reflection. I have my overhead lights on, and it's got the little die for the cup, which I have them all out. But it has coffee, chocolate. This one says cocktails, and then this one says, oh, love you more than. I thought it said yummy. But it's got a thing for the chocolate and the cocktail. It'd be really cute to make one, like a tall one for a little bottle of wine. Like those little bottle of wines, and then you could do cocktails on it too. Helping you to decide. I love them both, Fran. It's really hard to decide on that. But this one's so fun, but the So Much Happy, oh my goodness. That one is, I've had so much fun with that bundle. And I went crazy making cards with that one. But this is the bundle for that. So it's really, really cute. And I don't see Deborah on here, but Deborah Ann Clark, she won last week for sharing. So if you want to share and get in the drawing for next week, well, it won't be, it'll be next week, will be from last week. So Deborah won from 2 weeks ago, because I'm behind on it because I'm posting it on YouTube so everyone could get a chance to get in on it. All right, so I'm going to change the designer series paper to a different pattern. I'm going to use this pattern this time because I used almost all of the striped one. But this is the Flowers for Every Season 6x6 pack. So there's a lot of flowers. They're beautiful. This is really pretty, but the opposite side has like little prints on it, and it's really cute. Let's see. Oh, there were 2 more pieces. I could have done, it takes 2 pieces to do one of these boxes. So that's what I'm using for that. To cut out the window, we are using the stitched rectangles. And so I'm using this one right here, which is the 3 3/4, and it's like 1 3/4. The space is like 1 3/4. So that's what I'm using for that. And then you need window sheet. Let's just scoot this out of the way a minute, and I'll tell you the sizes of all the paper. I'm just using the thick Whisper White for the card, for the basic box. Hi, Vicki. And then you need some Whisper White to stamp on and stuff. And then I'm using the cinnamon cider, and this is to cut out your cookie, one of the cookies. I actually layered 3 of them on here. I layered the early espresso, and then the cinnamon cider, and then the white on top of that. But you don't need to do all of them, but I thought it looked really cute. So, and it sticks out further than the rest. All right, and then the designer series paper, you need 4 of them. You need 4 to mat all 4 sides, and it's 2 1/4 by 4 1/2, and then 2 pieces for the top, and it's 1 3/8 by 2 1/4, and then the window sheet is 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. All right, so that's it. Let's stamp first because we need to run these through the Big Shot, and it'd be easier just to stamp them first. So the way that I stamped the cookie, because I wanted it to, where's my little, oh, I took them out. I'm using early espresso for the basic cookie part. So I wanted it to look like chocolate chip. I do have little miniature chocolate chips in here. They're my favorite too. And it's dangerous to have those in here. They're the famous Amos. And then we're just gonna, let's do, no, we're gonna do the coffee mug we're gonna do it the cinnamon cider. So on this one that stamps on top of the cookie, I'm just rolling the edges of this, and then I'm gonna stamp that. Okay, then we're gonna, oh, I forgot to stamp off though. I meant to stamp off. Okay, we're gonna need to stamp off first because it's too dark. But it looks better lighter. So let's do one more early espresso one. But just get it run it along the edge, all the way around the edge. And then you have the center is just stays like white. I forgot to do it again. Y'all have to yell at me. Oh my goodness. All right. 3 times is the charm, everyone. 3 times. Oh my goodness. All right. Now stamp off. Yay! There we go. And then I'm going to just stamp this one with the cinnamon cider. We'll just keep them all in line here so we can run it through. And then I used my bronze blend, and I'm just going to color a little bit in there just to look like there's coffee or hot cocoa or something in it. You were yelling, Jamie? I know. All right, I'm going to cut this so it's not so big. And I'm going to just run one of the cookies through the wording because I've already done that. So it doesn't take so much time. You couldn't type fast enough. I know. Oh my goodness. I feel like everything's backwards. So if I'm taking a little bit of time to get stuff, it's because everything's moved in a different area. And so I'm really working on trying to get used to different areas where everything is and getting used to the reorganization. So I need to run the cookie through twice. So lately I've been just leaving my purple tape up at the top here because I always end up having to use it. All right, let's see if I could fit, yeah, I can fit the cookies on there. So let's just run it all through at the same time, and then we'll just need to run, yeah. Those cookies are burnt. That's what they look like to me. All right, let's get our one out here. So there's the one. Aren't they cute? I think this is such a really cute set. And then, let's see, my cookies is under there. Look how nice that cuts out. I love how it cuts out. And remember to keep your little dot for the eye, because this is a tiny, tiny piece. So I'm going to keep it on my take your pick tool so that I can find it. And then we'll just poke out some of it. It cuts out really, really nice. And I didn't even have to use the precision platform for that. So there's the one cookie, and I already cut out the other two. So let's just do the other cookie. And then we're going to have to bring it back up later after we get, so we can cut our window in here. I desperately, my Big Shot doesn't like to work without having really nice flat plates. I've been having so much problems. Oh, speaking of that, they're saying to the customers, September 1st, the new stamp, the big one is going to be the Stampin' Cut Emboss. It's going to be available to customers September 1st. We're going to get to pre-order it early, August 4th. Another reason to join my team is you'll be able to get it early. And then it's not the small one, just the big one so far. So we haven't heard on anything on the small one yet, but I'm excited about that. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way until we score and get this all ready. So all the pieces are ready. Hi, sis. Oh, it's okay. All right, so we are going to score it. And this piece is 10.5 by 8.5. So we're going to score it on the 10.5 inch side at 1/2. At 3, 5.5, and 8. And again, when I post this onto YouTube, I'll put the measurements, but this one probably won't go up until, not this week, it'll go up next week because I got behind a little bit. So the 8.5 inch side is going to be 1/2, 2, and 6 3/4. So that is all of it. All right, now to cut. You're only cutting the bottom here. Can everybody see all that? This is an awful big piece. So you're cutting there, and then you're going to cut the bottom. These are going to be, these are the bottom flaps. Oh, Lucy. You can watch it from the replay when I put it back up on here. I've never tried that. All right, so that's how you're going to cut it. And now we need to mat it. So I'm going to mat ahead of time this time because I'm just going to mat the bottom pieces here. I'm actually going to do it on this side. And we're going to use our Stampin' Seal Plus. I've been using, hi Rhonda. Yes, better late than never. I'm going to use the plus on this. I'm having the verdict's still out on this. I keep on, you can use the regular Stampin' Seal. There's only one thing that kind of bugs me. Oops. And that is that sometimes I have to keep restarting it. And I don't know if it's because I'm so used to doing the little check and I'm still not. It doesn't happen as much on this stronger adhesive, the plus, for me. So, and it's super, super sticky. A lot more sticky than the snail was. I really love the adhesive part of it, but I got to get used to it. I'm still working at it. There's got to be a little trick. And I'm trying to quit doing that little check thing that we had to do. Hi, Sandy. It's a bad habit. I really like this one, but I'm still waiting. The projects that I first used with this are still holding together, so that's impressive. Because that's one thing I always look for, because I like them to stay together for a long time, especially if I'm giving it as a gift. All right, so I'm going to sharpen these score marks, and then we need to run it through the Big Shot for the window. This is a little tricky, but I'll show you how. All right, so this is the little tab here. So this is going to be the front of our box, the second one in. So this is where I'm going to put the window in. So this is the one I'm using for that. So let me grab the Big Shot. And you have to fold your little tab here under. It's really tricky because it's such a wide piece, but we're going to get it. So I'm going to use my tape here. And these I know have to be, this has the bottom, this one has to go over. And then these have to go over. And it fits like right in there really, really tight. So be very careful that you have it centered on your plate. Because, and we're only going to run it through to cut that area. We're not going to run it all the way through. So make sure everything's nice and even, because you don't want to tear the side of your box. So it's a little bit tricky, but you can do it. Oh, I don't have this. This is going to be hard to go through. Whoops. Because I don't have this centered. There we go. All right, so that's it. It's really hard to go through because you're going through a lot of layers, and also my Big Shot is not the best. So it's going to leave a mark just on that bottom one there, but you're not going to see it. It's going to be on the bottom. Let's move this. It's going to be on the bottom of your box. All right. Last time it didn't even want to go through all of this, because that's why I'm excited about the Stampin' Emboss machine, because my Big Shot is not working good. So I may have to cut part of this to get, yeah, this is what I had to do before because of my embossing machine, but it's already cut. I'm just like going over that area. The ends are cut. So if your embossing machine is working good, you won't have any problems, but mine is terrible. There's something with the rollers going on. Sometimes I can't even cut through a really thin piece. All right, so I'm going to trim just a couple of those little pieces off. So we get to pre-order August 4th, I believe. So you know that I'm going to be on there. I'm so ready. All right, so now we're going to turn it over. We're going to put our window sheet on here. I'm going to just use wet glue for the window sheet. You can use your Stampin' Seal. I'm just going to go along the edge. I noticed this holds really well and it dries clear. I know, Jojo, that's what I'm super excited about. If not, I would be getting a new Big Shot. I have to. It's just been giving me so many problems. All right. So another thing is I'm going to show you, I think I may have showed you all this before, but if you have these little alcohol things and you get like glue on here, you can just clean it really easily. Don't get it on your paper, but it really cleans your window sheet really good. So if you get fingerprints or glue on it or anything, it cleans it off really good. I do a lot of windows, but although I haven't been doing a whole lot, but all right, now we need to score. We need to hand score. So again, we're gonna, this is the front, so you're not gonna score that. We're gonna score this one and this one, just like you do a regular milk carton. So I need to find the center. So the center of it is it's 2.5, so we're gonna do it at 1 1/4. So I'm gonna mark it here. I'm gonna actually go all the way down to that score mark there. And then we're gonna do it on this one too. I'm just scoring it. It just helps to score it. And then we're going to score from this corner here to that mark. So you're just doing a little triangle. As long as I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, it's not that old if I think about it. It's probably 7 or 8 years old. So, I mean, for a Big Shot, I think it should last longer, but I do use it every day. We're doing the same one on this, same thing on this side, this one. I use it several times a day, so I do use it a lot, so I shouldn't complain, but you know, it is an expensive tool, so you want it to last. All right, I'm going to use, again, let's see if I can get it going. I'm going to use it all the way down the edge there. See, what happens is when I do that little check mark, it moves this from the center. It moves it over, and then it doesn't want to line up, and then it doesn't want to start. I have to stop it. I have to stop doing that. All right, so we are going to just meet these. And then we're going to do our bottom one. So I'm going to put adhesive on here. I'm going to actually grab my other one because I moved that one. I need to stop doing the check thing. It's so hard to break that habit. So your front one's going to go back so it's nice and clean on the front. And then these two sides, you're just going to squeeze. You can actually sharpen these like with your fingers first. It does help a little bit. And then you're just going to squeeze it together. I didn't sharpen this side. What was I thinking? But there you go. You have to play with it a little bit maybe. And I'm just using one of our old library clips. I need to grab one here because we don't have these anymore, but you can use any kind of clip. You can even punch hole here and just tie your ribbon on here. There's a lot of ways to close it. This was just the easiest, so I just grabbed one. All right, so let's mat the top part. I think I'm gonna like the star, or the striped one better. So we're matting the top, and then the other side. You see how sticky this stuff is? Oh my goodness. It like grabs your paper. It's so sticky. It's gonna hold it together, I'm sure. All right, so now the fun part. Let's grab some cinnamon cider. They are, Kathy. Oh my goodness. I even started doing that with the snail, and it started messing up my snail. I had to quit doing that. That was a bad thing. All right, this ribbon ties so nice. I don't know if y'all have gotten some of this yet. You know how I struggle with tying bows. This one really ties really nice. So I'm going to use a glue dot. We're going to put this up at the top. But like I said, you can put just tie a ribbon on it, or put 2 holes and tie a ribbon through, or just do one. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with the top part. All right, so now I'm going to grab the other cookies that I cut out. And these little dots, oh my goodness, they're so itty bitty. I still have it on the end of there. Do you believe that? It's stayed. And we are going to put these together. So I'm going to do I'm just going to let it show a little bit. So you're going to see all 3 layers on it. So I'm going to do this one, then I'm doing a cinnamon cider one, and I'm just kind of staggering it a little bit. And then we're going to do a white one. But like I said, you can just, use the white, but I just like the layer on it. It looks really cute. All right, one more layer. So you want to be able to see, like, it's only a little bit that'll show, but you want to be able to see all 3 layers. So it looks like that. All right, I'm going to use wet glue for this because it's so little. We'll put that one here. Stay on there, and then we need to do our cookie. And for the little dot, well, I was going to use the there it is. I was going to use the early espresso one, and then the whisper white. And you just need a dot. Come on, get on there. So itty bitty. Okay, let's do the other one. I wouldn't attempt to do 3 on this because, oh my goodness, it would be it just kind of accents the white one, putting this on backwards. All right, so that part, and then we're going to put our little cookies on, and I'm going to use dimensionals for this. So I'm putting one on. I'm going to glue one on, and then I'm going to use a dimensional for the other one. Pop it up. Oops. I'm finally getting enough nails to be able to take the backings off of that. And then we're going to pop up the, you can see my fan blowing in there. So warm in here. I have the fan on too. Put a dimensional on our little coffee. And then I just used one of the Stampin' Up! Their cellophane bags, and I put my cookies in that and then put it inside. So there's both of them. These are more well done than that one, but they're cute. Thanks. Thanks so much. They're really fun. This would be a really good craft fair one too. Thanks for all the hearts. Do you like the stripe better? I think I like the striped one better. All right, everyone, I hope you all have a great night, a good weekend, and I'll catch you next week at the same time. Bye, everyone.